Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster. Everything's going really well right now. We have an approximate goal to get more people to this section of the park. It's hard to tell just by looking if more people are entering than leaving. I don't know, to me it looks about 50-50. I know what I want it to be, but I don't know if it's actually achieving that. And what are we doing to amp up this side? Well, we built the greatest queue of all time here. And hey, this actually is open. You can actually get off of this ride now, which I think is honestly probably a pretty big positive. We need to throw down some more is there just cowboy scenery? Hell yeah. Because we lost scenery before because of the fact that we had to delete a bunch of trees. So I'm hoping that, this trio of cowboys here is going to get us back into the green. Yeah, we're at 75. That's fine. Aladdin's Shoehorn should start attracting people into the queue now. Hopefully. But we also got an entertainer that pretty much just works in this general area. I'm noticing the queue for Cliffy B's Ferrari Spider is starting to pick up, which is encouraging. A sign of things to come, hopefully. This must have just broken down. We started a marketing campaign to hopefully draw more people in as well, particularly more people in the demo that we want, which is teens and adults would be best as well. 100% happiness still. We're still going to staff and just making sure that all of our staff is happy. Normal workloads on everybody, which I think is good, but probably an indication, I think, that we should hire another mechanic and another janitor. And what's the point of hiring them now? I want to hire them before things become a problem, as opposed to, after things become a problem. And we've noticed that 6% of people on the regular are, find themselves stepping in vomit. That's because fucking Solaire's trampoline, it's losing us money, and yet simultaneously people love it so much that they will refuse to not go on it, and then they get off and throw up. So you know what? Our new janitor, probably the most pressing concern for you is to go onto Solaire duty. Get paid $200. And we'll get ready to train you soon as well. But our janitors mostly do a pretty good job of cleaning up vomit, but having two in that general area, I don't think it can hurt. What do I want to see here to make myself happier? I'd like to see a good queue for the Green Miracle. I'd like to see a good queue for the Coldplay Simulator. How many people are on this ride at the present moment? Oh, it's nearly full, which I think is a good sign that, things in this section of the park are coming up. Aladdin's Shoehorn, not necessarily bumping yet, but I have faith that it'll get there. So I'm actually going to put down yet another ride over here, which you're probably getting to the point where you're like, this might be overkill. And you may indeed be correct. But I want to make sure that expansion still occurs over here. I think we have not placed a Sky Ace. We also have not placed a Radius, but the Radius is just I think it's a Ferris wheel that's glorified. Okay, if Pomme de Fer cannot function here, that's very simple what we do with that. Just right-click on it and get it out of that building. And, if people aren't hungry in this section, they're not hungry in this section. That's fine by me. No skin off my scrote. Do we have a 360 power? I don't believe we have a 360 power. It's yellow on everything except green on fear. But we can do, exactly the same thing we did with Aladdin's Shoehorn. And we basically just set up a sweet-ass entrance and exit combo here. And then hopefully this amps up the scenery of the underground worm colony as well. Again, I want this to be like metropolitan Tokyo. I don't want the terrain too uneven for path. Terrain too uneven for path? How so? Well, we can always move that. That's not the end of the world, but... Alright, yeah, place entrance. We'll just move that over to this side. Okay, place exit. Move the exit first. Move the entrance next. There you go. Yeah, but I want this to be like, you know, downtown Tokyo. I don't want this to be, and I mean no offense by this, but I don't want this to be like the suburbs where nobody's hanging out. I want this to be a dense theme park. Now, it's a little tree dense relative to downtown Tokyo, but you know what? Could be like downtown Vancouver. Downtown Vancouver still got some trees going on there. It's not a concrete jungle where dreams are made of. It's like, it's got a mix of nature and, you know, concrete, effectively. Q rating's already at 19%, which is good. Operations, enable priority pass. Priority pass entrance. Not gonna be great. You know what? This one does not get a priority pass. And honestly, I've half-assed priority passes, but it's a two-way street, buddy. Maybe if priority passes actually worked, I'd be more inclined to prioritize them in my rides. They never worked right in my last park either. This is not 360 power. This is Major Nelson's console launch. And we're just going to get this bad boy started here. Again, still the Wild West section of the park. Are people going on the Aladdin ride? Super Aladdin boy? I think it's just running, sadly, with nobody inside of it right now. Probably because this section of the park specifically is not really well trafficked right now. Which is not going to help this ride, obviously, as well. What's the cost? $8. Hopefully this doesn't nauseate people so much they throw up, or we'll need to have, like, another janitor specifically be hired to handle this. We're over 6,000 staff now, which is ridiculous. We're not 6,000 staff, although sometimes it feels like it. 6,000 park attendees. So there must have been optimizations made to the game, and I'm very appreciative of that. You know what? I think we should hire one janitor as well. And have him basically just chill in this section. I know this might seem like overkill, but let's make a new work roster and just put this ride, this ride, this ride, this ride, and this ride. And then just say, that's only one ride. We need to control click. I think that's what we want. And we're going to call this, you know, North Vomit. We're going to put him on North Vomit duty. Sick. Okay, so what do we need? Well, we certainly need this to look nicer. Like, right now, the queue is just boring. And even on Speed 3, we're not going to get too many people that are going to be eager to go here. Nobody's riding on Aladdin's Slipper right now. So we're really just putting down rides that are fancy scenery in and of themselves, because they're not making us money. My proximate goal, or my overall goal, is not really... Oh, we got some people riding Aladdin now. It's not really to make money. Like, we've already made enough money that if we just exist at equilibrium, life's awesome. However, I wouldn't mind, you know, using money as like a symptom of other things not necessarily being in a great position right now. Like, if this ride's not making money, clearly there's something wrong with it that we would like to handle. So I figured we'll just throw down some stuff that we've never used before. Yeah, like a water well. I don't know if this is like, might be more of a fantasy thing. Should throw down some fountains or something. Even if they're fountains that don't look specific to this area, like fairy tale fountain. Where's our western fountain? Oh, there's no westerns. There's no western fountains because there's no fountains in the west. Yeah, okay. I understand water's a concern. But I think a fountain is nice, and on a hot summer day like today, I'm just messing with you. People will be interested in that. Like, I know a watery grave is not Western themed, but if it helps us get into the green here, which it did, then that's great. Might, you know, this kind of colonizes some real estate. Okay. Controls, alright, that's what I meant to do. Just get that out of here. Really? No, 78. Okay, that's fine. Because, I don't know, do we really need real estate there? Maybe, maybe not. And again, what's the next step? Obviously, you just go in here, you type bush, and then you click on custom because you forgot to do it in the first place. And then, oh, bush collection 1. Fantastic. And perhaps by rotating these, we can create the illusion of density. You ever notice, like, playing Planet Coaster has made me realize how many bushes are out there in the real world? The answer is... Oh, let me clickbait you. The answer might surprise you. Disable priority pass, please. Maybe now people will start riding this. We got a 96%? It's like nearly a perfect 10, man. Do we have research that's finished? No, we're close, though. This might be the last research we have to do. So what's our next step? Honestly, we have room for expansion. Assuming that we can build around Malf's coaster. Like, whoop, whoop, whoop. We can build out like that. But I kind of want to redeem my coaster building skills and build like a new hyper coaster or whatever it's called. I want to go on Major Nelson's console launch. Well, in 2005, it did pretty well. Let me tell you. There's lineups, there's lineups. There's not lineups for Formula One Dragster yet, aka the Coldplay Simulator, but we're getting there. The John Denver experience. Everything else in our park's going fine. We're at 6,400 guests, and despite the influx of traffic... Oh, thank you for the subscription. Despite the influx of traffic, happiness is still at 100%. People are... Again, I'm not queuing that long to blah, 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 blah. But apart from that, they're relatively happy. Energy is an issue. Food and thirst are an issue, but, you know, we were unable to keep this place functioning. So, I guess what I'll do is I'll just go shop some facilities, and I'll try to throw down Cosmic Cow Milkshake. Cosmic Cow Milkshake always makes money. It's like, in a recession, open a Cosmic Cow Milkshakes. Dude, I added it to the... I don't understand. There we go, there we go. I don't think that we need... I just want to, like, get confirmation that one person goes to this Cosmic Cow Milkshake. Okay, sure. And then if they're losing money, they're losing money. Park management, staff, all staff, particularly janitors, though. And we have a mechanic who needs help as well. Never mind. Apparently, mechanics don't exist. So, is there a pause? All staff, mechanics. Nope, no mechanics anymore. All right, that happens. We've broken the game accidentally. You should be paid $200 a month. Okay, we're good to go. Normal or low for everybody. Sweet. On pause. Now, again, I want to just confirmation that things are going okay. I want to see, if not a lineup, at least consistently having some people on this ride, and we do have some right now. I'd love to see anybody at all ride on Major Nelson's console launch here. Best day ever. I didn't have to queue long for Please Don't Vom. Best day ever. I bet Tower of Terror is a great ride. People are, like, in love with this park, dude. And I honestly can't blame you. Like, when I take a macro view of things, like, it's beautiful compared to what it used to be like. I'm thinking that with the real estate we have left, like, we got a lot. Like, we've covered less than half for sure. I almost want to spend, like, 100 grand right now terraforming. Literally just bringing everything up to the level that will leave it flat. What's my reasoning for this? Flat ground is much easier to deal with. Now, is this overkill? Perhaps. We are also burying some trees within the earth here. But I stand by this. It's just like Astroneer. Now I've got 2 series on YouTube where all I do is hit WASD while holding the mouse down to smooth out the ground. But you gotta admit, there's something satisfying about it. Is there not? Am I wrong in this situation? And even though this ground looks ridiculous here, I figure we'll get it flat. Yeah, we'll get it flat, and then we'll try to create some areas that actually have, like, some... we might as well... It is on pause, okay. We'll try to create some areas that have some topographical distinction. So we already have, like, a lagoon area. The obvious next step is one of 2 things. Either a mountain area or an underground area, or possibly both. I don't trust myself or the camera when it comes to working around an underground area, so I think I'm going to try to make, like, a little mountainous area. And by a little mountainous area, I really just mean an area that you're going to have to climb up. Oh, challenge complete. got a little bit more to do here. Probably a lot more to do, actually. So again, the ground flattening right now is just to make it so that it's easier to work with in the future. Again, like, you know, you'd rather have a blank slate. People say, you know, give me a fresh canvas as opposed to just being ridiculous. Hey, can you get rid of that tooltip that says multiple rides are broken down, your mechanics are fucked? Hire more mechanics, because our mechanics are actually fine. So I think we'll make like an area that's a little higher topographically speaking. A little higher topograpically speaking. And what's nice about having like the amount of money we have right now is that really, like, we can do whatever we please. It's my life, do whatever I want to do, is what I'm trying to say here. $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 spent to terraform is actually, like, meaningless. It means nothing. We could just leave the game on for, like, 10 minutes on speed 3 and we'll make that money back. Or if we don't, we don't. It doesn't matter. We're not going to be making a $300,000 coaster. I think, actually, like, a $15,000 coaster is, like, the sweet spot. Any more and it takes too long to ride can cause some problems. You know, of course, it helps if block sections actually work. I tried to remake the Coldplay Simulator, or like add in a block section, because people had an idea. They're like, what if you throw in a block section at the top of a ride? Because if you throw in a block section at the top, just before you go through that drop, like, excitement will stay high, and like that'll be a lovely experience for people. And I was like, you know what? That seems sensible to me. But then I did it, and the game was like, nah, dude. Come on. What are you trying to pull with this candy-ass shit? And I was like, I'm sorry, game. I thought we were cool, but apparently not. So there we go. I recognize this looks hideous now. We'll fill in the remaining gaps as is necessary later. But what this does is give me a blank slate to create a sweet, I don't know, romantic retreat. And then put a roller coaster on it that goes 400 miles an hour and knocks your fucking testicles out through your Adam's apple. And if you don't have, you know, either of those, it gives you both. But you gotta buy a priority pass. Fair trade? Okay. Almost filled in. I'm just giving myself, like, ample ground here. And I like doing this, you know, in batches as opposed to, I like doing this all at once as opposed to in batches, just so we can get it done here. And I think we've actually, I wouldn't say we've mastered terraforming, but building that lagoon was good practice for being able to do this without being, like, mega bad at it. Now, when are we going to make our mountain paradise? I honestly have no idea. Might be a couple episodes now, because I might want to build, like, one more coaster on level ground. I don't think we can really build a coaster on top of a mountain. What we could do is we could build a coaster at the bottom of the mountain that takes you to the top. We could build a track ride that we could build a monorail that takes you from the bottom to the top, or that takes you from the top to the bottom. And that could be cool. Even though it'll probably lose me money, that seems like it could be awesome. So we just spent $40,000 leveling out terrain so that it looked more uniform. That's going to be, for a lot of people, that's going to be a deal breaker. And that's okay. This still looks hideous over here, but we'll figure it out. That's what you get for making jokes about how flat my Planet Coaster Park is. We made it even flatter. Why don't you ride this? Major Nelson's console launch. I beg you. You making money? Not last month. This month you've already got 9 sales. You making money? You made money last month. Not much, but you made money. And honestly, we can raise... maybe we shouldn't raise price. $8.99? Yo! You can raise the price on a coaster for me. Nobody's riding Collider either. Did it just break down? We do have a lineup for Green Miracle. So that's a good start. Yeah, it's making money again. All right. And in fact, we got a lot of people in this section of the park. Which is unusual, but important. We got a ton of people right here. And honestly, what I'm thinking is that any problems people have, you should really fix those problems in the areas of highest traffic. Instead of trying to manipulate the traffic, just make the people in traffic satisfied. And I think it'll benefit us. So people were complaining about moods. Or sorry, about energy. What do? Slam down some freaking benches here, bro. No problem. What do we have open here? It's like a cosmic cow. Oh, it lost a lot of sales last month, but it still made money. It lost sales because it was busy, I assume. And then Tiki Chiki is making ridiculous money. What do? Honestly, I think you take this building, you duplicate it. And you toss it back here. As ridiculous as the uniform scenery might look. Toss this bad boy like right here. Like that. Bury it in the oaks. Dope. And then, throw down another couple of places that people will enjoy. Throw down like a pip shot water. Because we already got a cosmic cow. We know the cosmic cow is going to be fine. It's the most resilient business model on planet Earth. Sure, throw it down right there. No, don't add it to the... Don't add it to the building. I'm begging you, don't add it to the building. And then... Here. You... No. We're done editing this building. We're done. You're going up. I've tried to do it the other way and failed. The lesson is never try. Throw down a... Oh, you know what? I don't think we've had a Cosmic Cow ice cream placed yet. Let's throw down this bad boy, like right here. People are hungry and thirsty. Put down stuff to satisfy that demand where the traffic's at its peak, and I think that'll help. Unless people now start complaining, oh, Cosmic Cow looks too busy. Possible we'd like to move these. Like, for example, just put you there. We'll move the benches out of the way, in case that's not obvious. Remember, every time we place something like this, we also have to, holy fuck. It's a goddamn, like, disaster here. Can people go to this store? Everything in Cosmic Cow Ice Cream 1 is outside my price range. You know, fair. This is an expensive amusement park. We are encountering a little bit of a traffic bonanza here. Like this... Thank God we started with wider paths, is what I'll say first, but... Damn, dude, that's it's a little risky. We've even got some people taking, like, why are you guys walking this way? You guys are out of your dang minds. Heading to the Coldplay Simulator? Heading to the Coldplay Simulator. When I said you were out of your mind, I meant you're out of your mind with value! I've got to imagine more guests, less overall happiness. 98 to 2. Probably vomit, I'm guessing, is causing our problems. Thirsty, queue is full, stepped in sick. And maybe Cosmic Cow Milkshakes looks too busy. But we got 6,400 people in here now. I bet we can get this park to 10K. As long as we expand logically, sensibly, you know, be smart about things. I don't think there's anything that could stop us from getting to 10K. I mean, it's just been like a straight up march to the top right now. You can get trained. Vendors need to get trained. Some of our vendors are doing nothing. Like, if you find a vendor with extremely low happiness, they're doing nothing right now, and that's okay. Because we're still making money, but eventually we might need to tighten the purse strings. I mean, we lost like $6 grand this month, no big deal. Information is open. Have we finally hit critical mass? Great song. This job is so much easier with training. I mean, it's a pretty complex experience. First, you ask them if they want a priority pass, and if they say no, you sock them in the jaw! I'm not queuing that. This is a good roller coaster is making $5 grand monthly. How? Track scenery rating low. Dude, people love the underground worm colony. I don't know, maybe it's just because it's on the major intersection here. But good God. People are actually in love with this roller coaster. Why are we losing money right now? You know, it's not that bad when it happens like, you know, this month hasn't been completed yet. We spent a lot of money terraforming, which I don't think factors in. What a weird one-off support here. Maybe it's just the way it's catching the light. But either way, we're still waiting for this section of the park to take off a little bit. We started making money towards the end. It's probably just like rides being broken down or something. Why do you have nobody on you? Nobody? There we go, okay. It's starting to get busy out here, but I gotta admit, it's not getting as busy as I wanted, as fast as I wanted. Yeah, $15 is pretty much our standard price here. How's the ATM doing? 17 customers last month. I mean, the ATM is just so they spend more money throughout the park. It's not really so that the ATM itself makes money. If we wanted to start charging for bathrooms, I suppose we could. That doesn't strike me as a good use of my time right now. What I think we should do is, you know, people starting to come over here might be at the point where they're like, hey, my legs are tired. So you throw down some benches. If you don't know what else to do, you throw down some benches. That's just life. Look at that. Like moths to the fucking flame. And then you go 96.4. What's happening there? Cat, you can't be up there. Oh, you can't be on the computer, you silly cat. I know it's a fan. It's what's the fan? It's 32 degrees Celsius in here. You wanna get on that fan. I feel you. I wanna get on that fan as well. Can't wait to open the door when this episode's done. You don't even know, man. Malice Unchained. Get it? Because it's like an Alice Unchained joke. You get it? Like the coldest winter chill, heaven inside you, hell within. Is he bouncing up and down on his udders? This is too hot for YouTube. I don't like the way she's saying boing, boing, boing either. I bet some of you sickos do. Mine is 900 bucks. But we got a rating change, so that's fine. We did complete a challenge recently, too. Monthly profit from coasters of 9,700 bucks. It's pretty good. And look at this beautiful... Oh, but it's not as smooth as it should be. It's not quite as smooth as it should be. It'll get there, though. Just give it like 2 minutes. I swear to you. I cannot rest until this dimpled edifice is made pure. Take the creepiest things I've ever said for 100. Better. Still a dimple, but better. What else can we do? I'm just waiting to see. Nobody's riding Cliffy B's console launch. It's like freaking art imitates life. But we got people queuing up to go in the Daytona 500 simulator. We've got people queuing up for the Drop Zone, aka the Tower of Terror. Maybe it's a little too expensive. No, people are pretty stoked. People are queuing up for the Green Miracle. People are using the ATM. People are getting their Jodie Foster on here. Yeah, actually, the spaceship from Contact is making 200 bucks a month. Not, you know, Jim Cramer style mad money, but not bad. I still can't believe Underground Worm Colony is making, well, $3,000 this month, but still. Damn, it's like picking it up and putting it back down completely refreshed people's thoughts on this ride. Now, there's still a little bit of a miasma happening in here, but it's not that bad. Guest happiness, staff happiness still very high. We're at 95.5, though. It's the classic, like, this is the one thing with behavior in Planet Coaster that bothers me. People are thirsty. Oh, I'm thirsty. You put down a water store? Oh, that place looks busy. I'll try someplace else. I'm trying to satisfy your myriad demands. If only you could meet me halfway. I don't know, we put another drink shop down here. It gets busier. Oh, I wish that it wasn't so busy. Like, work with me. Nobody's going to fucking Cosmic Cow milkshakes over here. It's 2 seconds away. That's gonna do it for this episode. We've expanded a little bit. It's sort of working out. I think we're getting there. We got 6,600 people. The park's growing like crazy. We introduced a little bit of unrest. We terraformed like crazy. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New episodes come out every day at 2 p.m. PST. I'll see you next time.